What? A cursory change in one's appearance and you barely recognize me? Then let one dispel any doubt. One is in all things unconstrained and unabashed, free to live as one pleases, go where one desires, and journey with whomsoever one wishes. Nevertheless, in light of one's considerable renown, please call me Xianyun in public. The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few simple words. Oh, but why must the listener grow weary whenever I begin to divulge them? Peace prevails throughout the land, and all things are made new, as buds in the spring. This is an auspicious era for humanity. If you are presently unoccupied, perhaps we could stop a while at one's abode for some repose and conversation. In this era of fair winds and gentle rains, one needs not marshal the winds to deliver the rain clouds. Ugh, what a dreadful racket! On this fine day, the view from the heavens must be magnificent. Oh, don't fret. One has no intent to fly off and leave you on your own. Oh, what a soothing wind. Shall one attach some adepti sigils to your person, so that you may join me for a flight in the firmament? In fact, one awoke quite some time ago, and simply had one's eyes closed in meditation. Oh, a most beneficial practice for spiritual cultivation. You might try it for yourself sometime. Spare me that look. Is it not your turn to prepare luncheon today? You wish to attend the night market together? One shall engage in no such fool's errand. Whatever novelty or knick-knack you desire, one can simply make for you. One is still wide awake. But you look dead on your feet. Go on, off to bed with you. One has always been a staunch defier of convention and expectation, preferring instead the freedom to live life precisely how one pleases. It is only natural for disciples to follow in their master's footsteps. So focused are they on their individual endeavors that they are quite content to go weeks without writing. Lonely? One is most certainly not. Still, were one to find time to pay them a visit, you don't suppose they would be unduly inconvenienced by one's presence, do you? One took the liberty of surveying the land from the skies above, so as to fashion this route-finding compass for your future traveling convenience. When have you ever met such a considerate companion as oneself, Already intimately acquainted with said terrain, you say? Well, be that as it may. Human memory is notoriously error-prone. One of these days, you'll get yourself hopelessly lost, and then you shall be thanking one profusely for one's foresight. That mechanical bird of mine is only a prototype. One had aspirations for a much larger model, hollow inside so that it could unfurl into a vehicle with which to embark on sightseeing journeys with one's old friends. The challenges of powering and operating such a device, however, proved somewhat insurmountable. After all, it required pitch control, the ability to change form, not to mention the safety features. If only Guizhang were still here. She, no doubt, would offer many baffling but ingenious solutions to this conundrum. Mount Aocang is an ideal place for spiritual cultivation. It possesses natural beauty beyond compare, and the pure, unalloyed essence of nature flows strong all around. Once upon a time, many curious birds and beasts would gather and watch as one meditated. And very soon the peace and tranquility would be replaced by a chaotic chorus of chirping and screeching. And yet, one never found it offended the ear. You wish to know more about one's past? One doubts there would be much worth sharing. It's all ancient history by now. One is more interested to hear about your travels to the far-flung corners of the world. What forms do the gods and immortals of other nations take? Are there any of them as amenable to conversation as oneself? Let us brew some tea, and then you can tell me all about it. When idle and in need of diversion, basking in the winds that travel through the mountains always comes to mind. Eating together with friends always leaves a pleasant taste in the mouth, regardless of what food was consumed. An adeptus devotes themselves to spiritual cultivation, to which end the delicacies of the mortal realm are not necessary. When one eats such things, it is not for nourishment, but to enjoy the flavor. So, if you prepare a dish and it does not taste exquisite even to yourself, you may spare yourself the courtesy of offering to share it with me. In fact, you might find you are better off leaving the cooking to me to begin with. A paragon of both freshness and flavor. Tell me, for how long have you been surreptitiously studying one's culinary secrets? The flavor is secondary. What matters is that you felt the inclination to cook for me at all. I commend your consideration. One supreme cuisine machine has been lying idle as of late. You are welcome to borrow it. Here, open this wooden box. It's a miniature mechanical person for your recreational enjoyment. Try playing with it. Observe, if you clap the hands like this, the lotus petals open. The colored lights turn on one set at a time, and then a melody plays. It is that birthday tune that the young and hip of this generation enjoy so much, certain to add a touch of merriment and levity to your birthday feast. Have a wonderful day. Given that one spends so much time indoors, it is rather nice to perform a little exercise once in a while.